All right. All right. All right. So I know any session which we have in the afternoon, it's a little a tricky session. But my dear colleagues, if I feel that if we are more interactive, I'm sure you're going to have an entertaining session today. Because as soon as I join the session, I really don't want you to get bombarded with a lot of team building and maybe in higher education institution or whatsoever. So before I proceed, before I go on, I'll first of all I'll share my screen with you all, and then we'll proceed. Just a minute, please. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. So before I go ahead with it, my topic is team building. As you all can see, it's all related with a very, very nice topic and one of my favorite topic on which I deliver across India. And I hope that I'm able to live up to the expectations of my august audience here today, the faculty, the esteemed faculty members from India. And let's see what I have got in store for everyone today. It says that a smile is a big handshake with your face. So everyone who has joined this session today, today's afternoon, a big smile from my side to everyone across India. And I hope that we have an entertaining and a knowledgeable session today. Before I proceed, as I told you, I really don't want to bombard you with a lot of content, lot of team building. So before I proceed, I would like to have a small round of introduction of everyone. Maybe you can start and let me know what is your name and from which background are you from and which place are you, from which place you are attending. So shall we start? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. We can start.
All right, sir. So I cannot, do you want me to take out the names of everybody or you are going to speak on
No,
your
we can
own?
introduce ourselves.
All right, wonderful. I'll just take 5 minutes. So don't worry, I'll finish my session well on time. And I hope that, you all have a good time today. All right, so let's start. Let me have who's the first one to introduce themselves.
I am Professor Satyendra Kumar Sharma.
Mm-hmm.
I am working as a principal director in a private engineering college in Alwar, Rajasthan.
All right, sir. So nice
My
to have
background, my
Hmm.
background is from electronics engineering, computer science,
you. Mhm.
all these areas.
Never mind, sir. Team building is a topic which you require everywhere.
Yeah, it's
So
a very important because I am working with my team and my team is very with a good inspiration, motivation, all things are time to time required.
Exactly. So this is a topic, sir, which is applicable maybe if you're in banking or maybe if you're in a manufacturing sector or even if you're in services or even if you happen to be the head of the institution. This is a topic which you require everywhere. So
Yes, ma'am.
exactly. So nice to have you, sir. Welcome to
Thank
my
you.
session today.
Thank you, Rakhi ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Ji. The next one, please. Who's the next one?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I'm Dr. S. Firoz Begum.
Uh-huh.
This August 1st, I have joined Apollo University. I'm from Andhra, Chittor.
Okay.
My background is English, ma'am.
Oh, wow. This is so nice. So Apollo University is where, madam?
Ma'am, it is everywhere. We have this university everywhere, but in Chittor, Andhra Pradesh, ma'am. In Andhra Pradesh, Chittor.
All right. So you are extreme south and I'm extreme north.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
from
Yes, ma'am.
UP and you're happy. So
Yes,
nice to
ma'am.
have you, ma'am. Welcome to my session, ma'am. All
Blessed
right.
to hear your
Yeah.
session, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
The next one, please. Let's have a quickly because we have to proceed. Wait, let me do it like this then. Mhm. Okay, please introduce yourself. It's then only we will able to connect with each other. Otherwise, it will be just a mono dialogue. Somebody is going on and on. You've just joined and you're just passing the time. All right, we have got Bhavesh Baldinia. Can we have a small round of introduction of yourself?
Ma'am,
Dhanapriya.
good afternoon. This is
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am, good afternoon. This is Veeramani from Coimbatore, working as an
Okay.
assistant professor in NGP Arts and Science College, Coimbatore, ma'am.
All right,
Nice
ma'am.
to meet you, ma'am. Yeah.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to my session, Veena ma'am. Welcome. All right, yeah, please, it would be nice if you can come on your own, because we'll be wasting time. Just, I want everyone to get connected to each other, because team building is such a topic, which cannot be done in isolation. One has to get connected, one has to feel the thing. So that is why I'm giving 5-10 minutes just for the introduction, so that, we all can get connected. So I will appreciate if people can introduce themselves very quickly in just fractions of seconds.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Hemlata madam, Jeba madam, Jayantha madam, Jyoti madam, M. Rokia madam, Maria madam. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Please let's have a quickly small round of introduction, please. Jeba madam.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Ji. Yes. Please proceed.
Kindly repeat your question, ma'am.
Just a small introduction of your ma'am.
Okay. I'm Dr. Jeba Evangeline, Assistant Professor in the Department of Physical Science from Messon College of Education, Chennai.
All right, ma'am. Welcome to the session, ma'am. Okay. Yes, Maria madam.
I'm Dr. Maria from Ignatius College of Education. Ours is an autonomous institution. Coordinator and the research director of our institution. Very happy to have you, ma'am. We are very eager to listen to your session, ma'am.
Oh my God, don't have too many expectations, ma'am. I just hope that I live up to the expectation, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Okay, welcome, ma'am.
Right, ma'am.
Good afternoon,
Welcome,
ma'am. I'm Jane. Good afternoon,
Okay.
ma'am. I'm Jayanta, Assistant Professor of Education from Western College of Education, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Okay. Then we've got Nandini, madam, Nitya Priya, Nitin, Pitela Das, madam, all of them. Are you there? Okay. Sateen, sir, we already
Yes,
had
ma'am.
Yes, Maria, madam.
Ma'am, I'm Evelyn Diamani from Western College of Education.
All right, ma'am. You calling from where?
Chennai, ma'am. Western College
Chennai.
of Education.
Okay. Ma'am, I don't have much of knowledge about the Chennai colleges, so was just asking. So nice to have you. All right, Sangeeta, madam, Shanti, madam, Suja, madam, Veeramani.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
This is Dr. R. Sujya, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government Arts College, Diddivanna, ma'am, Tamil Nadu State.
Tamil
Nice
Nadu.
meeting.
Same here, madam. Same here. Right. Who else, ma'am? Veronica, madam, Veera, madam, Vinita, madam. Anybody? Yes, Suja, madam. You've given your introduction. Anyone else? Okay. So that was just a small round of introduction that I wanted to have with everyone. So I'm sure we've got people connected from Chennai, from Jaipur, from UP, from Andhra,
Yes, ma'am.
from Coimbatore. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Bhavesh Baldania from
Yes.
Sir KP College of Commerce, Surat, Gujarat.
All right, Surat, Gujarat. Okay, I just have one association with IIM Ahmedabad, which I was there in 2011. So nice to have you, sir. Welcome to the session. All right, so that was just a small round of introduction. Let's proceed now. Now, this is what we've already done. Now, it says that, pre-corona and post-corona, they have not been the same. I'm sure, corona had taken a heavy toll on all of us. But simultaneously, we are blessed to have few things because of corona. Because the pre-corona phase and the post-corona phase, they're entirely two different things. However, the post-corona has become more of the infodemic. And since everyone is into academics, even I am from academics, so I'm sure we have to be abreast with the latest everything which is related with our academics. Now, all right, so tell me one thing. Just I'll request everyone just to be interactive with me. So do we need oxygen to breathe?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so everyone take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Can you inhale oxygen? Can everyone inhale the oxygen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So once we are into academics and once we are looking for excellence, maybe in higher education, since we are all from academic fraternity. So it's, what is oxygen for us in our daily life? Let's have a look at this. According to me, oxygen is O2, that is offline and online. Now, I'm sure as an academician, as a principal, as a head, as maybe the research, there was the madam who was connected as a research director. I'm sure we cannot live without offline and online. And it is the bliss of the technology that we are all connected with online. So even if we are not able to see each other, but still today we are going to work as a team. We are going to have a small session as a team only. So online and offline, they are inseparable part of our lives. And I'm sure everyone who is here on this platform would agree with me. Now, all right, can you all see this picture? Everyone?
No, ma'am.
My screen is visible or no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Yes.
It is visible, no? Right. All right.
Yes.
So everyone, we just had an introduction with few of them. The rest of them, we couldn't have the round of introduction. What can you think? Just can you make up a small story out of the things or out of the pictures that are here? Anything? There's a cup of tea. There's a boy dancing, music, anything. What can you think of this slide? Please, very quickly.
The routine of a day.
Routine of a day. Okay. What else?
Need all types of people.
Okay. All sorts of people. Okay. What else? What else can you think of? Just use your skills, everybody. Just 2 minutes. What can you all think about this picture? There's a lady who... Huh. Yes, ma'am? Only routine of her life? And people, what else, sir? See, we are working as a team. If you do not interact, you will not understand the essence of teamwork and the team building. Anyone? Saten, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, create a story by these all object, like inviting tea and watching the TV, and it is showing bad things, or we can broken down, and the children are playing. Some students are dancing, so we can create this story for which we can have required the teamwork. All these set can be inserted into a story, of course.
Can you just tell me one liner about this slide, sir?
One line.
No, one line. Whatever is clicking to you. Anything.
Actually, the objects are very different, so they can be in a team only. We cannot give a single title because the rocket is launching, sun is shining, mama is dancing with the student, the children's, and biking something. So all are different objects, and in together we can give a name.
The lifestyle, or maybe the hustle bustle of the life.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Lifestyle is a suitable word for this.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
All right.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, so this was a small picture that I had inserted just to get the different viewpoint of my different people. Somebody says that, okay, there are people who are enjoying life. At times, people feel that they are not enjoying life. They are busy with the hustle bustle. The phone is ringing. They are busy with the cup of tea. They're trying to have a work-life balance also, going to the gym, or maybe dancing, or maybe going for the work, some recreation time. And, at times, the broken TV can say that, the people are so frustrated in life that, they don't want to have anything, and they just took a stone and they just broke the TV. So there can be different stories that we can can have it with the help of teamwork. So this is in case if we would have had a the face-to-face session, then I would have taken a deeper dig on the slide. All right, let's have a look at this. What is the meaning of team? Now, basically, what happens is team refers to nothing but it's just a collection of people who are there together, and it says that there is an interdependence of people who are there in the team. However, in my further slides, I will be showing, there's a lot of people, they misinterpret the word team with the group. There's a lot of difference between a team and a group. People feel that if it is a team or it can be a group of people, but my dear friends, there's a difference between a team and a group. Actually, what happens is that in a team, there are members, there are individuals, and it says that a team always has a very, very common goal. And however, when we talk about the team, they're interdependent on each other. They know each other. They have the shared goals. However, when we talk about group, when we're talking about the group is basically means, okay, they may not have the shared goals, but they are in alignment with the organizational objective. Now, for example, the India is playing T20 matches with West Indies. So that happens to be a team. You can have a team of football players. You can have a team of basketball players. You can have a small team in your organization, or maybe, the head of the team, head of the institution, they can divide you into small teams. Maybe when we go for the quiz competitions, then we got small number of people, as a team. So that team is basically very, very small number of people who are working together. They are interdependent on each other, having a shared accountability and shared goals. And of course, it is more that they are known to each other. But maybe in a group, when we are working in a group, people may not be known to each other. And in the case of group, the members are independent. They may not know each other, and they may have their own specific roles, but not in alignment with the team goal. So there are different meanings of team. Now, when we talk about team building, now what exactly the team building says? Team building says nothing, but it only talks about that we are having a strong bonding amongst the members of the team so that the objective can be achieved. Basically, formation of the bonds and the formation of the connectivity. They are the two important words when we talk about team building. And it is basically, we are trying to support the struggling people, maybe our teammates, to overcome the problems and be a part of the goal. Maybe be a part of the entire team and attain the shared goals. Basically, it is more of related with the enhancement of the social roles. So once we talk about team is basically a number of people who are working together, interdependent, shared goals, accountability, and building is basically what? We are instilling that kind of fostering the bonds and the connectivity. Now see, now here I have given a picture. I'm sure you can all see. Now here there is a group photograph of people who are standing on the left hand side of my slide. There's a group of people who are sitting on the right hand side posing for a photograph. And here the third picture, if you can see, there is an orchestra. So here the third picture which I have shown, this is the example of a team. That means the team is orchestrating their efforts. They are coordinating their efforts into one, and then they are attaining their objective. However, in the case of right hand side picture where you can see the players sitting, it can be a kind of right now it is just a group, but this is also a team. On the left hand side, if you see people standing, they may not know each other. They may have their own bickerings. They may have their own attitudes, and they may not be contributing towards the shared objective. So basically, the team is what? There's a difference between the team and group. And because even when I never used to take up the sessions on team building, and when even I never had any ideas, even I used to get confused between what is the difference between team and a group. So before I start the session, I make it very clear that team is interdependent on each other, enhancing more of the bonding and the connection, and trying to help people to attain their goals or the shared goals. Now if you can see that building, this building, it was not built by a single person. Of course, there be any kind of building, it was not built by a single person. It has been the collaborative efforts of the people who have come out with the beautiful structures of the world. But when we are talking maybe in terms of higher education, everyone is from academic fraternity. We are talking about our seniors, our colleagues, or maybe our subordinates. So we are trying to instill that feeling of, a team spirit in them. Now, this is the difference between the team and a group. In a nutshell, as I told you, the team happens to be a small group of people facing the shared goals, having an accountability, interdependent on each other, and of course, trying to help each other to overcome their bottlenecks. Whereas in the case of group, they may not have the shared goals. They may be in alignment with the organizational objectives, and people are interdependent on each other. They may not know each other. Maybe they are not assigned any specific roles. And of course, a lot of different things they take up in a working group. So of course, team is more better than a group. For example, if I talk about if anybody is working with Reliance, so there the person will be saying, okay, I'm working with the Reliance group. But in case if anybody says, no, I'm working on a project, I happen to be a project manager for a team which is there in USA. So that would be a specific team. So there's a difference between group and a team. So they basically, one should not get confused between the team and a group. Now, team building, as I told you, team building is what? It is an ongoing process that helps a work group evolve into a cohesive unit. Now, what is the meaning of cohesive? Is basically the kind of strong, very, very strong bonding that we have. The bonding should be such that it cannot be separated. For example, if you've got Fevicol, you might have seen, the word written cohesive. Anything which is bonding them, which is joining them. So team building is basically an process where we are trying to help people to become a very, 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 very cohesive unit so that they are more focused towards their goal and they are able to attain what is expected out of them. Then we've got a team. It says that team can perform. Now, this is an acronym that I have given. Team can perform. Its P is for the purpose, E is for empowerment, R is for relationship, F for flexibility, O for optimal performance, R for recognition, and M for morale. Now, team can only perform when they have a purpose. Team can only perform when they are empowered. Team can only perform when the relationship and the collaboration is quite high or the rapport is very good. They are flexible enough. There is an optimal performance, that is the contribution is coming, the maximum contribution is coming from every team member. And of course, this is the recognition, everybody need some recognition for the efforts that have been put in. Even for example, even if the India loses matches, then also the captain will praise people. If a bowler has taken a wicket, everybody will give a pat on the back. So small kind of recognitions there are big boosters. And then of course, M, the morale of the team has to be very, very high. Since we are all from the academic fraternity, but however, people are from different backgrounds. However, morale is directly related with productivity. If your morale is high, your productivity is good. And when the productivity is high, everything comes on a very, 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 very positive front. So we know that the team can only perform when we have these things. Then there are certain differences between teamwork. Teamwork basically says that concept of people working together as a team. Team player basically means that you are a part of the team and you have been assigned certain role and one expects you to fulfill that role. And team building is basically establishment of the greater sense of collaboration. As I told you, the words are bonding and connection. We are trying to build that rapport. We are trying to build that bonding. We are trying to get connected with each other. Before I started with my session, I really wanted to get connected with you all. I know maybe I may not remember everybody's name, but it took just few things to my mind. Somebody is from Coimbatore, somebody is from Chennai, somebody is from Andhra, somebody is from Surat, somebody is from Jaipur. So what we have done is we have actually got connected with each other. Had I not taken a small round of introduction, I wouldn't have been able to get connected. And I'm sure those who have not been able to give their introduction, I think that they must be feeling connected as well. Next is, the teamwork. It says working together gets a good thing. See, this is a dog. And there's another, a puppy. They are just doing, helping each other to get their things done. Okay. Then what happens is that why we are talking about team building is just because, there are a lot of factors which hinder the good working relationship. I will not be taking all of them, just handful of them. For example, they can be poor communication, they can be lack of leadership, or maybe poor attitude, lack of trust, lack of respect, lack of support, maybe a lot of gossip. People have different temperament, or maybe people are quite negative. People are, they do not have, respect their own job, so they feel, the others, they should be pulled down. They have a lot of competitive feelings among them, negative kind of competition, the competitive feeling, or they are oversensitive, or maybe the lack of confidence, maybe prejudice, racism, sexism, nepotism. There can be number of words which can be used, which can help us to understand why there is a poor relationship in the organization. So on the other hand side, we need to cover up these things. For example, we have to develop more of the trust, more respect, more support. We need to get some loyalty level from our staff or the employees. We need to have a perfect leadership, not the autocratic but democratic style of leadership, where everybody can contribute. There's more of the sharing. People are not playing politics, but people are helping people. People are helping the struggling people to overcome their problems and attain the shared goals. There's a perfect, clear line of communication across the entire organization. Free flow of communication is there. And we are empowering people. We are giving them the confidence. We are expecting them. So once it's always a give and take. If the management provides all these things to the employees or the workers, or maybe the teachers or the faculty members, in return, we are going to get what? We are going to get trust, respect, and support. TRS. In case if anybody reads my book, I have used the word TRS number of times. So TRS is basically trust, respect, and support. So if you're able to build up that kind of that trust, you will foster greater attachment to the company, a lot of bonding, connection, rapport, negativity would be dispelled, and there would be better decision making, positive attitude, positive culture, and when we have free flow of communication, you can understand the problems of the people, then take out the solution, so on and so forth. So in case if we reverse these these pointers, we would have a great team working in the organization. So I'm sure people who are at the helm of the organization, they could make it out. Why is the problem what are the factors which are contributing towards the bad working relationship in the organization? Then why should we be a team? Of course, as I told you, since we're working in a team, we need, because we have got shared objective, and basically team building, it's all relates with the people management skill. We should have perfect skill how to manage people, because people, they are very, very sensitive people. We are all psychologists. We have a different psychology, and everyone has to be dealt in a different manner. Then when we talk about the team, it says that, some of the factors that go towards ensuring a high level of team. First of all, we have to understand, when we are working in maybe a government organization, maybe in a private organization, maybe in a autonomous organization, we are all working as a team, irrespective of the departments. So what we need is that we need some mutual respect for each other's skill. We need to take pride in each other's performance and achievement. A small round of introduction, a small round of appreciation. A simple pat. Well done, my boy. Well done, madam. Well done, sir. It will boost up their morale level. So once we're talking about the teamwork, the leaders who have working, or the team leaders who are leading the team, and of course the team players, they have to keep on appreciating others. Of course, keeping in mind, there's a limit for everything. Then there has to be a lucid communication across the group. There has to be a coordination. Now, my dear friends, there are two words. One is cooperation and one is coordination. Once we talk about TRS, trust, respect, and support. So support is basically C plus C. Now, C plus C is basically coordination and cooperation. Now, cooperation comes voluntary, and coordination is where we are trying to gel everybody's effort into one collaborative effort. So once we are talking about team building, we are more into the coordination part. And of course, once we are coordinating, people will cooperate with their best. And then, of course, building relationship, creating community with co-workers. You cannot always have I, me, myself. The me has to get converted into we. You cannot have your attitude all the time. You have to bend a little, only then you can move further. And of course, when we talk about team building, teamwork, we need to have a positive attitude. It will only come when we are harmonized, when our efforts are orchestrated properly. And then, of course, then we have to bring passion into everyday's activities. So this team is basically, it gives us, a lot of, high level expectations there from the management. So management has to also think that, my people they should work as a perfect team. They should respect each other. There should be free flow of communication. There should be more confidence level. The culture should be built. Whatever is expected out of the management, it should be done, so on and so forth. Then it talks about how does a team work best. Now, a team succeeds when its members have a common objective. If our objectives are tangent to each other, you cannot work in a team. When India plays, if a bowler feels, okay, no, I have to take 10 wickets and it is only me, then the person is under wrong, confusion. But of course, the common objective is if India is playing, if, in the blue India team is playing, they have a common objective to win the match. Then define roles and responsibility. As a team, every member is delegated a specific role. And once there is role, people are very, very clear what is expected out of them. But it is not so in the case of a group. Effective decision system, communication, and work procedure. Since we are working as a team, we know that how the decisions have to be taken, what should be the line of communication, and what are the steps to be followed in attainment of our shared goals. And of course, good personal relationship in inverted commas. I have been reiterating that team building or teamwork is basically forming bonds, connection, reports, supporting people, so on and so forth. So having that kind of good relationship will definitely build a good, positive environment to work. Then team morale depends upon the support, the resources, the communication, and the personality. Now, in a team, when we are working as a team, or teamwork, or team spirit, team building, whatever name you feel like you can call it, ultimately the support is needed. Maybe the support of the management, maybe the support of the hidden team, maybe the support of your superiors, the support of your peers, the support of your subordinates. You need to have the proper resources at your disposal. You need to have a free flow of communication across the entire levels in the organization. People are free to discuss themselves. People are free to say, feel to express their ideas, views, suggestion, maybe the feedbacks, or maybe whatsoever. And they need to have a perfect personality. Maybe that means the positive personality, the personality with proper traits where you can feel, okay, I am a part of this team. Wow, I am blessed to be a part of this team, and I'm going to give in my best shot. So that kind of spirit should get instilled. Then when we are talking about teamwork, there are certain skills that are expected out of people. Of course, the first one is listening. You should have a good listening ear. It's just not that, okay, you're going on and on and on. In a team, because communication basically means both of the things, speaking also and listening also. So you need to have a strong listening skills. Then question, persuading, respect, help, share, participate. You are able to persuade others. That means you are able to help your supporting struggling friends and teammates. You need to have respect for everyone. No, not I, me, myself. I'm reiterating this I, me, myself. It has to get replaced. There has to be respect. There has to be a feeling of camaraderie. There has to be a feeling of helping others. There has to be a kind of commitment in the team. Then there is more sharing of the things should be encouraged. You are able to share your thoughts, ideas, views, suggestion, whatever. And of course, you need to participate. You should not only think, okay, let the others do it. Why should I do it? Okay, let others do it. Why should I do it? That kind of feeling should not creep into anybody. So once we're working as a team, as a teamwork, we need to have the skill, the enthusiasm, the courage of participation, of sharing, respect, so on and so forth. Then there are 3 P's of the teamwork: people, purpose, and process. So we know who are the people who are going to be part of a team. What is the purpose of the team, why the team has been formed, and how we are going to accomplish the shared goals of the team. The best example is, of course, I keep giving is an Indian cricket team because the fervor of Indian cricket team never ends. So it's like more of people who are the people who will be the part of the cricket, why we are here, and how we are going to excel in our goals. Now, this team building ingredients, what does it take to be, what are the parts of team building? Let's have a look at it. Now, once you are having a team, you need to be quite skeptical about the selection of the participants. Whom are you going to select as a part of your team? establishing goals. If you say, okay, go and, achieve this, which is hypothetical, it's all useless. We need to have the goals which are smart. That means they should be specific, they should be measurable, they should be attainable, relevant, and time bound. So, of course, the goals should be quite smart in nature. Then, as a team, the allocation of roles is very important. Who's going to do what? Who's going to do what? Maybe, for example, if you have got a convocation in your university or maybe in your organization, the head or maybe the principal or maybe the whosoever is heading, they may divide it into a small team. Okay, one team will take care of the catering, another will take care of the decoration, another will take care of the maybe the guest, another will take care of the hospitality. So you have created teams. So once we have created the teams, people are very, very clear about the role. Role clarity has to be there. Only then the person can contribute. Then harmonizing the personality types. There are different people with different mindset, different temperament. We have to deal differently with them. Then training how to work together. This is only possible when there's a will from within. Okay, I am going to help others, and this is my team. There has to be a sense of participation. There has to be a sense of belongingness. Only then people can work together. Then support within the team. There should not be any bickerings. There should not be any frustrations. There should not be any politics. In marketing, there are basically 4 P's, price, product, place, and promotion. But however, there's a 5th P also, which talks about politics. Politics is nothing but it's just bringing down the other person. Anybody who's trying to attain heights, you're pulling his or her legs down. That should not be a part of it. You should support your team. You should appreciate. You should learn from others. Okay, the person is doing like this. Okay, I should also do it. Okay, the person has come out with a book. Okay, I should also do it. There has to be a positive, motivation. Then support within the team, making effective use of resources. As I told you, the resources at their disposal, at their disposal, they have to be properly utilized. It could be related with technology, it could be related with manpower, it could be related with market, it could be related with methods, or maybe material, whatever resources you've got. Then communication is a big word. There has to be a perfect communication between the team members and the leaders. Just one liner. Lack of communication will lead to misunderstanding. So if there is lack of communication, there will be misunderstandings. And whenever there are misunderstandings, my dear friends, everything will topple down instead of going up. So communication is a big ingredient in the team building. Then once we're talking about the selection of the participants, of course, whom are we going to keep as a team member? What are the strengths they have and how can they contribute to the team? Then establishing goals and balancing of these skills. And again, the goals have to be set in such a manner that they are attainable. As I told you, that they should be smart enough to be accomplished. Then there has to be a perfect skill set among the team members. Maybe what are their skill set? What is their experience? What is the interest that they have? Or maybe what kind of roles they have been assigned with. Then we have got harmonizing the personality. Basically, again, what kind of personality people are there, what kind of respect are we commanding from them, how they are going to contribute as a team member. A leader must understand the personalities of individuals and then act accordingly. Then support within the system. It is like, what kind of support are we expecting? We are expecting the emotional support. We are expecting the instrumental support, or maybe the appraisal support, so on and so forth. Then we have to make the effective use of the resources. The resources could be related with methods, material, markets, so on and so forth. So we should know that as a team, we have to, without wasting the resources, we have to utilize the resources in the best possible manner. And of course, the communication has to be strong enough that people are free to discuss themselves. Then basically, teamwork, it talks about the collaboration. It is more of the collaboration and teamwork. As I told you, that enjoying working with others, and there are people who are collaborative. They are social in nature. They like working with others rather than working alone. They work in team building activities. They want their team to be best. On the other hand side, there can be people who feel, no, I, me, and myself. So they become seculated, and they become alone only. Then there is a shared responsibility and the shared goals. And then on the other hand side, people with low collaboration and teamwork, then definitely that's again a problem. Now, when we talk about the stages in team building, these are the stages through which everybody goes through. And these stages are basically, we talk about the forming, storming, norming, and performing. Now, these are the 4 stages which everyone passes through. Maybe if you're working in an organization, if your people are known to each other, then these stages can be little easy one. Maybe if you are in maybe in another organization, people are not known to you, but still you are a part of the team, then these stages could be different. Now, this forming, storming, norming, and performing, they are the most important stages of team building. Now, for example, if I flew to Mauritius, I flew by Emirates. So, of course, when I flew by Emirates, I was quite happy and excited. So I asked the cabin crew members, how do you take the flight and this and that. So then she told me, ma'am, we are, we are taking this flight, but the air hostesses, they told me that we are a team. We are working as a team for a while, but we have never seen each other. We don't know each other. It's just that we have come together for this flight, and we will be ensuring that this flight is a success. So that means once you are in a team, it's not necessary that people are known to you. Maybe once you form a team, then you come to know who is who. So the first is team. There are 4 stages: forming, storming, norming, and performing. Once we have the first step, it says, people are not known to each other. And the red button, it talks about the performance goal. The goals are quite at the low, on the right hand side. It's just, okay, people have come together. First time they are interacting with each other. They don't have any know about how to be judged or how to criticize. The purpose of forming is basically to establish trust. Okay, we have come together, and then we have to work together for a particular task or a project. Then it talks about the storming. The storming is basically, the word itself is saying that it talks about the turbulence. It is more related with conflict. It is more relating with, people where they are asserting themselves on others. Whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm speaking is only correct. And then, of course, in the stage of storming, there can be a lot of tensions. There can be a lot of frustrations, resentment, anger. Why am I being a part of this team? Why my name has been included? So these are kind of words, this is a kind of feeling that one can have. And then it basically says that, okay, who should be a part of team? Why only I have been, part of this? So there are more of the power struggles and gossips and tensions and resentment and anger that takes place in the second steps. Then in the third one is basically talks about the norming. Now it says, okay, there is no point fighting. Since we have been formed as a team, it is time for us to do it. Now here, the maturity level comes in. And with maturity, there are people of different ages in the team. So people with high age and high maturity level, they will establish stability. And then they say, okay, we need to work together without constant agreements and conflicts. So here the acceptance is taking place. Okay, we 4 are the team members. Rather than fighting, we have to take it. So now they're considering the performance. That is the task that they have been assigned. And then the team start establishing the rules and procedures, and then how those decision making starts taking place. So everybody develops a strong sense of belongingness and trust. So third stage is of the trust. Then the last, it talks about the performance stage. Now performance stage it talks about the cohesive unit. Okay, now we have been working with each other for so long. We have developed that bonding. We have developed that rapport. We have developed that connection. So they feel connected with each other. So here the word cohesiveness comes into play that I have spoken earlier. So now the members are more of the cohesive unit. Members feel quite confident. They start discussing their problems. There's a free flow of communication, and people are connected with each other, and there is more of a delegative style, leadership style when we talk in the case of performing stage. So these are the 4 steps. So this is what I have just discussed, that it talks about the forming, defining the problem, people coming together and taking on their different roles, and leader takes that role. He maintains that there has to be an open communication, motivates and inspires the team members, and then it facilitates the problem solving. But we are trying to develop that kind of group dynamics, maybe in higher education also, in case if you've joined a new job, or if you are already working in any of the education, or maybe any sector. So we are trying to get along with each other. So here the members, they actually take on the role of the initiator, maybe the optimistic timekeeper, so on and so forth. Then as a individual, there is like people can be introvert, they can be extrovert, people can be thinkers, they can be feelers, they can be perceivers. So these are the different people, members of the team. They can be extroverts people, they can be introverts, anybody who keeps themselves within himself, anybody who talks about socializing, so on and so forth. So it's like I intuitive, great big picture. They start talking about the connections, and of course, then they start doing things. Then, however, they can be people who can miss the big picture. Why are the people talking about to me? Why should I do it? There's a lot of pessimism that comes into play at this time. And then thinkers, people start thinking towards how we can attain the goals that we have been assigned. And then anything that matters, or maybe skillful in understanding how things are going to work for better. Then it talks about the judge, and it talks about the perceiver. Now, as a team player, as a team worker, you are going to judge what are the schedules, what are the plans, how are we going to complete it, what are the resources, how to move about it. We have to take decisions. We don't have time to make mistakes. Even if we would have made mistakes, how we can overcome. And of course, the perceiver in the team would always, what else we can do? Can you think of the problem? Can you think of the solution? So on and so forth. So it talks about that. Then it talks about the loyalty level in the teamwork. We need to have a high expectation, proper communication, empowering. We need to talk about people that, you can do it, we can do it, you have the skills, I have the knowledge, and we can leverage the skills and knowledge of each other and attain the shared goals. Then, of course, counsel people, educate them, and do that. Then storming is, again, as I told you, it is more of the fighting stage, where, of course, people are fighting with each other. There's a lot of frustration. People are asserting themselves. There's fluctuation in the attitudes. People are not ready to take up the roles. There is poor collaboration. So definitely they are talking about, do we have the common roles? Do we agree on the roles? Why should I play this? So this is a lot of turbulence states that it takes place. Then there's a lot of conflict also, negotiating conflict. But again, people who are mature enough in the team, they will handle people in a different way. They will bring maturity, stability with their maturity level. So we'll try, okay, now we have been here, we have to work together. Then addressing the problems, so on and so forth. Then norming is basically acceptance stage. People have accepted their teams, people have accepted their roles, they have accepted the procedures, everything is accepted. Now it's time to work. Now they are going to work as one team rather than fighting, and they are going to pool in their set of resources, knowledge, experience, everything. Then they will be talking about the behaviors also. They become more cooperative. People are ready to confront issues or maybe solve problems. And then there can be some criticisms also. But people accept it. However, any kind of feedback in the team, it should be graciously accepted. And the feedback should be such that it should not be humiliating. If there's a negative feedback, it should always be given in private rather than in public. So that it talks about the constructive feedback. Okay, let me proceed. Then this is all about the feedback that we need to listen and accept it. Then in the team, we need to have a performance. As I told you, we need to keep on giving appreciation to people. We need to have that base, and then we have to appreciate people for any kind of work they do. All right. So since we are heading towards 2:30 also, I have got a small activity for everyone. I'm sure by this time you might have got the meaning of what is the meaning of team and the teamwork. So everyone has got a pen with them. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'll request everybody to take up a pen. We will just have this activity for 5 minutes because it's already getting 2:30. So let's have a small activity. Time for some action. Now, can you all see this triangle? Everybody can see this triangle?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I will just give you 2 minutes of time. Okay, I will just give you 2 minutes of time. You have to understand what this triangle talks about. Think yourself that you are divided into a team of 4 to 5 members. Just imagine, because we are all virtually connected with each other. So just imagine that we are connected as a team. Now you have to tell me what this triangle means for example, I'll give you a small hint also. Now, this triangle, it could be a kind of a samosa. It could be a cap. It could be a flag. Okay. I've just given you 2-3 examples. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. In a pen of paper, just write what can you think this triangle can be, thinking yourself to be a part of a team. Is the question clear? Hello? Hello? Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you repeat again, ma'am?
All right, ma'am, you have to give me what does this triangle stands for as per your understanding. Imagining yourself that you are sitting in a team of 4 to 5 people. Okay? Just think yourself that you are sitting in a round table. 2-3 people are sitting also along with you. You are team A, team B, team C, whatever. And just you have to tell me what this pyramid stands for. For example, this could be a pyramid, this could be a cap, this could be a samosa, so on and so forth. I'll just give you 1 minute of time and then we proceed. Please write down in the piece of paper what this triangle stands for. Have you got it what you're supposed to do? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Please do it, huh? Time starts now. What this triangle stands for, according to you? Thinking that you are all in a group, in a team, sorry. Another 1 minute. Shall we start now? All right. So what all you have written, just, I'm sure everyone is having a pen. Just keep jotting down what people say. What are the things that people can think of? Imagining yourself to be a team player. All right. So who has written what? Hello? Hello? Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Tell me. So what people have written? Have you all written anything? Hello? Sateen sir, are you there? Hello?
Ma'am.
Hello?
Peak, victory,
Yes.
success,
Victory, okay.
success,
Success.
peak,
Sea,
peak.
peak, okay. Mountain peak, huh?
Yeah. All the
Okay.
ideas accumulate in one place.
Okay.
Begin. Completion of
Begin.
work from the bottom to the top.
Completion of the work from bottom to
To the
top.
top.
Okay.
Roof, pyramid, party paper, flag,
Party,
cone,
party paper, correct? Party
Flag.
paper, cap,
cone,
okay. Cone, okay.
roof,
Rooftop, okay. Good.
pyramid,
Pyramid,
being advancing front,
being advancing front. Anyone else also?
the development of a
Ma'am, it
person
is like
from
a
bottom to the
management
middle.
information system.
MIS, okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Top of the triangle is central management, and all the members are inside the pyramid like
Okay.
a group. And the triangle boundary is the group boundary, and the information is flowing inside it, and having all the
Correct.
facility and protocols inside that boundary.
All right, great. What else, ma'am? What items can you think of? What this triangle can be? It could be a mountain, it could be a cap, it could be a pyramid. What else? What other items can you think of?
It is the pyramid. It is the pyramid of
Pyramid has already been said by one madam. And anything which has not, which any other idea which you think it has not been included, so you can tell me. What else? Cap, party cap, pyramid, then victory, success, cone, rooftop. All these things have been said. There can other things also. Just look at this figure and just tell me Ki, what other things can you make out of this?
it
Anyone?
can be mountain also, sir.
Mountain,
can be
okay. Yeah,
mountain.
mountain has already been said, ma'am.
Okay.
Anything else? All those people who are, I cannot see the names of the people who are connected. Anybody else can think out of the box and tell me?
Crown, ma'am, crown.
Crown, very good. Yes, crown is perfectly correct, madam. What else? Just think, there are thousands of things that you can think of this. The shape of this triangle representing what? Another few seconds. Anyone?
Goals to set up from top to bottom.
That is okay, madam. That is okay. Goals, we've already got it. All right. So nevertheless, I'll tell you because it's already getting 2:30. This triangle, it could be like, people have just told me that, okay, it could be MIS, it could be a rooftop, it could be a pyramid, it could be a mountain, a crown, a cap, a cone. The other things which you might have missed out, the people who are there, it could be a pan, it could be a biscuit, it could be an ice cream cone, it could be a lamp, it could be a tip pencil, it could be a simple arrow, it could be a signal. Can you get me? What this triangle stands for. So there can be number of items that we can make it out with the help of this triangle. Had I been there in physical form, my God, there are so many of them. People, they don't stop. There are almost more than 50 items that one can make it out of this this pyramid. So this was a small activity which I wanted to do with you all, to feel the essence of being a team player and being sitting and in a team, and you develop that kind of team spirit. No, wait, my team is going to give you maximum number of items that can be made from this arrow. And last stages was this performing. So here we have just performed as a team member, coming out with the ideas and attainment of the goals. So in the case of forming, storming, the motives, the focus gets shifted. And here it is like, hello, I am. In stages 2, what is the destination? What is the benefit of being in a team? What skills do we require? What best way we can contribute? How we can work together? And stage 7 is, okay, here we are. Then it talks about the successful team, commitment to the shared objectives, defining of the roles, recipe for the successful team. People are working, clear communication, bonding, appreciation, participation, awareness, good personal relationship, building up that rapport and connectivity and bonding. And it says, few tips for good team work. You need to keep praising your team. live a personal leadership brand of honesty and compassion, foster the trust among the members, and respect and support the team. If we are able to do this, trust me, we are going to have a wonderful, wonderful team chasing the common objectives. So, of course, we have to think, we have to discuss, avoid the criticisms, transparent, recognition, spending some time together, bonding, connection, rapport. This is what we all have to do. And we have to convert me into we. And once we're able to do it, it says that anytime you stop trying to get better, you get worse. So if you are a team player, team leader, or as a team worker, you need to keep on giving your best so that, you know, your team excels. And it just says that just in few seconds, everybody put your pens down. People who are able to hear me, but they have not been quite attentive. I'll just take few seconds of you, and I just want to take you to a roller coaster ride of just 1 minute, and just have a look at few pictures which will give you a perfect meaning of a team. Let's go. So it says 7 + 7, 7 is 28. But when we talk about teamwork, it's just the multiplication. The results of a teamwork, working in a team, we can do wonders. This is again a small picture. Everybody contributes. That's what it says, you know, working in a team, small puppies pick up the small baby. Again here, this picture, 3 of them, they want to cross the bridge, one by one, 2 of them holding them. Then the one has gone, another one hanging in the air. The third one is balancing. And lastly, the third one is also able to cross the bridges just because of the teamwork. See here, it's all the teamwork, doing integrity and accountability for commitment to excellence. That's also with us as an academician, as a fraternity in higher education. Teamwork, large ambitious goals usually require that people work together. See, everyone is helping each other. They want to watch the TV. One time he is bending, the other one is watching. The other time he is bending, the other one is watching. That means collaboratively we are working. Then upskilling itself, of course, we have to be updated. Only then our team can excel. And it's again, everything is charged. You know, as a team player, you have to be quite active with everything, maybe the technology. As a team player, you have to upskill yourself, reskill yourself, or maybe as a team, or as a team worker or a player. Then, you know, everyone is chasing. You're helping people to climb up the ladder of their success rather than pulling them down. That means appreciating, collaborating, helping them, struggling your teammates to attain what they want. And it says, okay, together we are a team. Here it is what I have been reiterating, that we have to convert me into we. We power. It's we as a team player. Again, a perfect example of collaboration. See this. It's a perfect teamwork. Person is saving from getting drowned. So everybody is contributing towards the problems of the others and helping the person to come out of the problem as a team player. And every team can be successful. And it says that make excellence a habit. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. How far we can go, it all depends upon you. And with this, I'll say that these are my books in the market of HRM and a textbook. Be a great team player. Thank you so much. And that was a small presentation from my side.